Hey guys, welcome back. And now let's talk about how you can learn from your mistakes. Okay, now let's imagine you did a session on lead chess, you did a session with a book, and you have written down your solution, and you realize, okay, there are some things that you made wrong. So what are you doing with those mistakes? How can you learn from them by not just seeing the right solution, but by getting some more out of it? So first of all, I like to categorize my mistakes. You categorize them into chess mistakes and behavior mistakes. Okay, a chess mistake could be a candidate move that you missed. It could be an opponent's resource that you missed. It could be faulty calculation, which means that you saw the right move, but you weren't as clear on your calculation. You didn't arrive until the end of the line, right, in a straight line, and you maybe said, okay, bishop b7 is the right move, probably that is checkmate, but it's not very crystal clear. Calculation needs to be clear. It's just move after move after move. It's not feeling, it's not, oh, maybe I win something. It's also not, I believe bishop b7 is the right move. One of my first coaches, Grandmaster Artur Yusupov, always told me, you can believe in church, on the chessboard we know, right? Which is a beautiful way to say that if you only believe that you have the right solution, you didn't calculate completely right. And then the last possible chess mistake is misevaluation of a position. That happens when you see the right solution, but you think, oh, this is a draw, but actually it was completely winning for you. So you saw the right position, but you didn't understand that it was winning. Or in the starting position, you thought that you had to fight for a draw, and then you made a move that actually achieved the draw, but you didn't understand that there was a winning move in the beginning, right? That you were winning. You actually had to find a win. So this might be a misevaluation plus candidate move, right? These can sometimes go together if it is at the beginning of the position. So those are the 4 chess mistakes I would categorize my mistakes in. Was it a candidate move I missed? Was it an opponent's resource I missed? Was my calculation faulty, not really precise? Or did I misevaluate a position? When we talk about behavior mistakes, I talk about laziness. I talk about moving too quickly, right? Not writing down the solution, but just boom, let's just put the first move that comes to mind into the lead chess solution or on the board. That's not what you want to do, right? Or just turning around the book and seeing, bishop b7, oh yeah, this was, more or less I saw this. No, this is not okay. This is also connected to laziness, and you shouldn't do that. Then we have a lack of focus in general. Maybe you had a phone, maybe somebody talked to you. You can go back to the focus chapter if you're not so clear anymore what that means or how you can improve your focus. And then not writing down or confusing lines. Again, these are all a little bit connected because everything stems mostly from a lack of focus. If you're 100% focused and you have a great behavior, you don't have any of those. But just try to think about what you can do better the next time, right? Once you have these behavior mistakes, like how can you avoid making the same behavior mistake? Because these are really the mistakes that are silly. Because you don't learn chess if you make behavior mistakes, right? And also, most likely, you would have heard, how I do anything is how I do everything. So if you have these behavior mistakes, probably they are also in your private life, probably they are also in your working life. So you really need to work on them because that's the most important thing. You want to improve as a person as well. And then one of the last mistake is that you actually just don't do it. You don't even start doing it. That is a huge mistake. You need to do chess improvement. You need to work on your tactics. You need to improve. You need to solve exercises. So just do it, do it, do it. So how can you learn from your mistakes? Once you categorize what you have, I like to focus on one mistake at a time, right? Just see which kind of mistake you can make a list. And then for every mistake you make, you just add another point. And then at the end of a week or at the end of a month, you can see, oh my God, I just have candidate mistakes is like 80% from all my mistakes. So I need to work on that, right? So you only focus on that. You don't forget about the other ones, but you push them a little bit away. It's easier to work on one thing at a time. Always focus on the correct process, right? So as I said before, the behavior mistakes are those really silly, stupid ones that we really want to avoid because we don't learn chess. At least when we have chess mistakes, well, we can improve on them and then we learn something. If we have behavior mistakes, we just do things wrong, and unless we do them right later on, we don't really learn chess. And then one of the last point, and I really think this is so important, that you plan time for analysis of your mistakes. What does that mean? Let's say you have 45 minutes to study chess. Now, most of us, we will do 43, 44 minutes of tactics, and then we will check the solution very rapidly and then run away and we need to meet our friend. But that's not how we should do it. If we have 45 minutes, I would like you to take 30 minutes with an alarm, you set your timer, 30 minutes of solving, right? You can put yourself under pressure as we talked about before, or you can just say, I just try to solve as many correct as possible in those 30 minutes. After those 30 minutes, you still have 15 minutes where you can categorize your mistakes, where did things go wrong, and to think about how you can do better the next day when it comes to behavior mistake, but also when it comes to chess mistakes, you can really think, okay, was there something in my thought process that was wrong, right? Was I not thinking clearly enough about candidate moves? Or why do I never see opponents' moves? Maybe because I'm so focused on my own moves, right? So you have this time to really think not only what was wrong, but how can I do better next time? That is the most important thing. If not, any improvement doesn't make any sense, right? We need to know what we do with these mistakes, not just know that, okay, I did it wrong. So plan enough time ahead, know how much time you will have for your chess study session, and then take some time, I would say at least 1/3 at the beginning, to really do something with those mistakes. Categorize them, have a Word document where you fill in what was the mistake, and to think about, okay, that puzzle makes sense now. How can I solve that better next time? Okay, that was it. See you in the next video.